Hey everybody, good morning and happy Monday. This morning we're going to be shooting a couple of tabletop review videos. So to get that started, we're going to kick this off with the GSO-3. This morning we're looking at a GSO-3 in the CPM S90V steel. That is a 9% vanadium steel. It holds an edge really well. Just a high wear resistant tool steel that works really good for knives. Crucible has been making this for a long time and they do a great job at it. So it's perfectly suitable for a little knife like this. You have stainless properties with high wear resistance, making it really suitable for a small chore knife where you're not facing higher impact stresses like a bigger knife can. So looking at the unit here, we have an overall length of 7 inches. We have a blade length of 3 inches, and that's going to leave the remainder 4 inches being handle. I originally designed this to be a youth knife, like a youth field knife, but it's also suitable for anybody with smaller hands, just as a day-to-day knife. It's a great little package. All right, so here you can see the GSO-3 in a smaller hand. This is Ellie, my wife, and her hand, and she's about, what are you, 5'6"? About 5'6", 5'7". She's got a pretty standard lady hand, and that is a completely functional day-to-day design for her. As a bonus, it also works for folks like me. I have a really meaty mitt here, but it still gives me a full 4-finger grip here, so it's completely functional as a knife. It's a little more functional than just like a really small holdout. It has 100% functionality if I'm out in the field, so that's really nice for somebody with bigger hands as well. Looking at the design, it's a very robust small package. I designed this to be a one knife option if this is all you want to take along, so it is designed around that. We do have a higher, more batonable spine out here leading out to the tip, so you're going to have less tendency to have that baton stick fall off the front of the tip while you're batoning. We have a good wedgy geometry here so that it will split material apart really well, even though the blade is only 0.125 or an 1/8 inch thick if you're here in North America. Just a really great little knife. Looking at the grind geometry here, we brought this out here and then dragged our breakout out really far, so you still have a really wedgy tip on this small knife, but you still have a really delicate 11th thou edge here before we put the edge on here. So by the time this is sharpened, this is only going to be around 13 or so thousandths across the apex of that edge. So looking at that, I think that's a really good little performer here. Very ergonomically sound handle on this little knife. Everything is flush and very comfortable. There's no obnoxious hot spots anywhere on this knife. It's really good and rounded and just comfortable. Since most hands are going to be too big to have a functional hammer pommel on a knife this small, we went ahead and made that flush back here just so there's nothing protruding. It's just a really nice tight little lanyard hole. I'm not sure if we can see that there. The idea here with this is, for those folks who like a lanyard, you can tie that right up against the back of this handle. I will be doing a video at some point here on how to make some nice knife lanyards and how to get those really tight and snug up there to effectively be a handle extension for you guys. But if you would like a little more handle back here, you can tie a lanyard on here and snug it right up to the butt of this pommel, and it'll just give you that much more grip space to work with. If you don't want it, it'll fold out of the way when it's not in use. So that's a nice little feature back here on this little knife. But not real thin handles on here. I did want good indexing and control on this knife. It's not a slimmer everyday carry style knife, although it's really well suited for that. It's thicker than some other models that are slated for that sort of role. Really good grip. It fills up the hand really well. It's just a really nice knife. I can't say enough nice things about it. But I guess that's about it for this little knife. It's just a nice general duty chore knife here. So yeah, there's the GSO-3. I hope you've enjoyed this video.